Hey there, it's Clumpkin. I hope you're all having a great day so far. Today's topic is just gonna talk about growing up and kind of how weird it is. Um, yeah, I thought actually I was gonna do respect again, but then this came out. As you can see in the background gameplay, Fortnite is back to the Chapter 1 map, and I just thought talking about growing up I think would just fit perfectly because the last time I played this map was in 2019, but the first time I played this map it was 2018, and I was like 12 years old. Now I'm 16, so how times have changed, huh? Um, yeah. So growing up, um, dude, it's weird. Like, especially in matters of perspective. Um, it's just really weird to think about, especially when you see like other people your age um, growing up along with you, and they're kind of doing things that are like grown uppy, like you know I don't I don't have an example. I do have an example, but it's kind of, like you see people in like serious relationships and stuff, and you're like, wow, that's kind of crazy. And I know that I'm gonna have that same shock value when, like, out of high school, there's probably people that I'm gonna recognize that are like, damn, these people are starting families and shit, and it'd be super weird. Um, yeah, you know, maturing is also part of growing up, and I don't know how much I've matured. I don't have like a scale or a point of reference to see, but I think I've matured a little bit. I used to say I was mature for my age, I think. But I feel like I hit a cap at some point. And, I'm trying to be better, but, I don't know how much more I really can without experiencing some of the core life experiences. I don't know how much more I can mature without that stuff. So I think like the next step for that is to go even more out of my comfort zone, to experience stuff. I don't know. I have an example, but it's really sad, and I say it in almost every video. I feel like I mention it so much. At least that's how it feels to me. I mention it a lot, so I'm not going to this video, because it's honestly kind of sad, and I don't want to make you guys sad. And yeah, I guess let's tackle a little bit of the anxiety part of growing up, which I have dealt with a ton. It's definitely scary. Like, there's no stopping it. You have to do it. You're never ready, I don't think. And you don't really have a way of preparing besides just knowledge that people before you passed down onto you. So, what's the dealio? What's the haps? And to be frank, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many more things that I have yet to experience in life. Some of the more simpler things I haven't even yet. Like, so it's hard to say. I lost track. Yeah, I don't know. You're never ready. Nobody's ever ready, I don't think. And if they are, they lucked out. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like being ready is, for that kind of thing, is such a rare thing to happen. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a junior in high school, and I have to start thinking about college now. And this is supposed to be the hardest year of my life. And, it's a whole responsibility that I don't know if I'm ready for, but I have to be. And I guess it's kind of like, why I look up to Spider-Man a lot, which sounds stupid, but Spider-Man he was bitten by the spider, and he had this responsibility thrusted upon him, and he wasn't necessarily ready for it, but he kind of had to be. You know, he was kind of forced to be ready. And I guess that's kind of how I should feel. Like, of course I never asked for this responsibility. Of course I never asked for these things to happen. You know, I don't want to be worrying about, you know, I don't want to be worrying about relationships, and I don't want to be worrying about college, but I kind of have to, and it's something that you're going to have to deal with, whether you really like it or not. And that's not to say those things are really going to weigh down upon you superly, you know, it's just a fraction of your life. It's not anything that's gonna, like, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with growing up. Let me just say this. There's nothing wrong with it. I feel like people fearmonger it. I think that's a good way of putting it. As to where, you know, you might be scared of growing up, but there shouldn't be a reason to. And I think because it happens gradually, and it happens at a pace that we honestly don't even notice, I think it's okay. You know, although in the grand scheme of things we don't have a lot of time, we really kind of do. Like, although every day, for me, in my perspective of time, every day moves faster than the last, and time is fleeting, I still have a little bit of time to figure stuff out. And yeah, I want time to enjoy things, but I also have time to, like, you know, it's up to me to take the time to do that stuff. You know, it's not time's fault that it's moving. It's my fault that I'm not taking the time to do the things I have to do. Like, I could play Fortnite every single day if I wanted to. Should I? No, absolutely not, because I don't have the time, you know? It's valuable. If they could sell time, they would, you know? It's that, time is that valuable. And, time, I don't know. I think I take time for granted. Definitely. How much? I don't know. I just kind of feel like I live my life. Lots of days, though. The days that I know I'm taking it for granted are the days that it's just me living in a haze. And I'm barely conscious. And I'm just moping around. I feel terrible. I feel empty. And those have been recently. Those days have been very, very recent. In fact, yesterday. I'm just kind of, I wake up empty. Or I wake up feeling empty. And I'm just kind of at school. Feeling empty. Feeling purposeless. Just feeling not great, in all honesty. And yeah. I think it's probably repressed emotions. Like when I'm recording this, when am I recording this? 6:39 on Friday night, November 3rd, right? I just got home. I've been home for maybe an hour. I just got back from the gym. Like, you know, I think there's some sort of, like, repressed emotion or something. Because, like, I was driving home and I just screamed in my car. Like, I don't know why. It wasn't out of anger or nothing. It was just kind of repressed feelings that I feel like I've just been kind of holding back. Just, like, repressed anxiety and fear and loneliness that I've just been kind of holding back and just kind of bottling up. I haven't talked about it. You know, I haven't known how to feel about it. So it's really weird. I feel like I went on a huge tangent. This isn't even what this video is about. I just felt like I had to get it out there because it's better to talk about it than to keep it in. Um, but yeah. Getting back to the topic. No more existential crisis. Back to the topic. Yeah, growing up, it's super weird. I'm gonna say that probably a lot, but like it's weird seeing people that I went from playing handball with in elementary school to fucking vaping and smoking weed. Like it's really weird to see. And it's really weird to experience. You know, I don't smoke or nothing. I don't mess with that. I know I've had the unfortunate benefit of having people in my life be smokers and partakers of drugs, and I know how it affects you, so I'm unfortunately have that advantage. And I say unfortunately because, you know, it's how it's negatively affected people around me, but I have the benefit of seeing that and knowing not to do that, you know, so it's, yeah. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not done growing up yet. I have about, unless the world ends early, I have probably my 70s maybe, or 80s if I'm lucky. I don't have a lot of time. And I think I don't realize that enough. And when I do realize it, it's at a point where I can't really take advantage of that realization. More specifically, like 11 p.m. at night when I'm just in bed. You know, I have the realization of, wow, time is fleeting. And, you know, I have these feelings like, oh my god, time is fleeting. I don't have that much. I'm almost done with high school already. I've never even held hands with someone. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I have to do something. But I have that revelation when it matters the least. And not to say I can't carry it into the next day, but it's not as impactful in the next day, and the next day I'm more doubtful of myself, and I'm not gonna follow through with it. So yeah. This was a big vent. I'm sorry, this video went off the walls, dude. But I think it was still primarily about growing up, and how you shouldn't be afraid, and how it's gonna happen to everyone. It's happened to everyone for centuries, millions of years. It's happened to not exclusively just people, but animals, bacteria, every single living being on this earth, in this universe, has grown up. And it's nothing we should be afraid of. And it's nothing we can be prepared for mentally. So yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm really sorry for venting like that. I just felt like I had to get it out. So I'm really sorry. This was a super weird episode. I hope you'll have a fantastic rest of your day. Don't forget to tell somebody you love them, and I'll catch you all next week, where hopefully I don't go on a super sad existential tangent. See ya.